Alright, it's time for another Black Desert Online video. And I've got a few things I want to cover in this episode. But look at this sunrise. Yep, I'm here in Velia. And it's pretty much my hometown right now. I've got a list of things I want to get done. So let's get started. So right now, the Cherry Blossom Festival, or whatever they call it, the spring event, is in full swing. So I want to show that, and let me go to my warehouse here because there is a ship license. I'm going to go ahead and grab it, take it with me. Okay, because I built my first raft. But I'll be doing that a little bit later in the episode. There's one other place I have to stop before we continue, and that is at the stables. So I'd earned a donkey at some point, and then I got a quest reward of another donkey. So I've got 2 donkeys here in Velia, but none in Heidel. So I'm going to take one of my donkeys to Heidel, so I've got a donkey at each place. Okay, so I've got Breadcrumb in Velia. This is my new one, Sneezy. So I'm going to take him out. We're going to exit here. And where's Sneezy? Hello, where's Sneezy? There's Sneezy. Okay, so we're going to head on to Heidel, which is the next city on the map. And it's a pretty big one. Big city. But first, I want to go here. I'm just going to tell the auto ride because I want to show you the cherry blossom tree that is ready to be harvested. So there are 2 rewards you can get from this event. One is like a cherry blossom tree potted plant that you can get for your house. And that's the one I really want. And it costs 10 cherry blossom petals. The other one is a pair of earrings. They're not, they're just cosmetic. But they cost 30 petals. So I wasn't really too interested in that. But it looks like I'm going to be able to get it anyway. Now, explain that in a little bit. Okay, so here's my farm out here. Okay, let's go ahead and stop. Let's go ahead and get off the donkey. Okay, I want to get rid of this tracker. Okay, so this little plot of land is my current farm. Let me make sure I've got a hoe. Okay. Now, if I go up to the cherry blossom tree, I'm going to press R to harvest. Let's see what I get out of it. Okay, I got 12 unwithering cherry blossom petals. So I'm going to go ahead and take those. Now, if you notice, the tree disappeared because it's done its purpose. So what you have to do is go out and find cherry blossom seeds. And you do that by going up to things such as thickets and bushes and wild herbs. Anything that you can harvest from. What is it? Okay. And there's a low chance that you will get a cherry blossom seed. Well, I got one, and I planted it and harvested and got 11 petals. And that was my second tree that I just harvested, and I got 12 out of that, so now I've got 23. But look here, I've got 2 more cherry blossom seeds. So I'm going to go into place mode here. So this shows my plot of land, and I'm going to just take one of these seeds, plant it right there. And I'm going to take the other seed, plant it right here. There we go. So I'm going to exit that. Okay, so now I've got 2 trees. Now, if I get the information on the tree, it shows it's going to be finished, ready for harvesting in 8 hours and 19 minutes. And that is actually in-game time. It's real time, but you have to be in-game for it to pass. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this spot as my next target. I'm gonna go ahead and take the donkey. So they say. Okay, so while I do that journey, wow, we'll see how long that takes. I'll explain how you get a farm. So once you get once you have the seeds, and this goes for any kind of seeds. I've found carrot seeds, garlic, pepper, hot pepper, potatoes, corn. You know, there's just tons of different seeds you can get in this game. So what you do is you go to a material merchant in town, and it costs a certain amount of contribution points. Up here I have 29 total points. I have 8 unspent points. So what you do in the game is you use contribution points to get things like housing. You can rent items to wear. But if you ever change your mind, you just turn it back in and you get all your points back. So right now I've spent 21 points just on various, like I said, housing things. That little plot of land back there, that cost me a few points to have. So after this cherry blossom event is over, I'm going to turn that fence in and get my points back so I have it to spend elsewhere. So once you buy a fence with points, you just find a plot anywhere outside of town and you lay it down. Now the one I got was a small fence, so it only gave me 4 places, 4 squares within it to plant. And I read that each of those cherry seeds takes 2 squares. So that's why I was able to place the 2 seeds, but I think that was all I could do. I don't think I could put anything else in there. So once those are planted, then you have to wait 8.5 in-game hours. Now I thought that was just real-time hours, so I did it one night before I went to bed. My first tree, I planted it, went to bed, woke up the next morning, went to see if it was finished because it had been several hours, and nope, I still had like 8 hours to go because I had left the game. I didn't leave it running. So they pretty much encourage you to leave this game open all the time between growing things, and you can do AFK fishing, which lets you fish while you're not even at the computer. And they just added a feature called it's like auto running or something like that, and you can, like right now I'm auto running to my destination, but they added where you could put waypoints, so you can create an actual path, you know, with different stops in it. So what people do is they create a destination and then a second destination. They just go bounce back and forth between those, and that levels up like your horse skill, or you can put a pack on your back and carry it, and that increases your strength. So it's just a way of leveling different skills while you are not playing, while you're away from your computer. So if you see here, close this, strength. That's what you can level up by carrying more, and what that does is it gives you additional ability here. You can carry more things of weight, carry more weight. Okay, so we're here at Heidel. Okay, so again, let me get rid of that marker. Okay, so I think the stable is, yeah, right down here. That's the first thing I'm going to do, get rid of this donkey. It's quicker just to run, but they have storage on them, so it's great if you have to either haul something heavy somewhere, or if you just need extra storage. Okay, so let's find the merchant here. Let's see. Where? Is this the stable guy?
Welcome.
Nope. Oh, no.
Serenir is full of excellent horses.
Okay.
There's no more precious
So
companion
stable.
than a
Let's
horse.
go ahead and check him in. So now he is in the Heidel City stable. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, and I haven't found this guy yet, but there's a seed vendor. I think he's... Oh, there he is. So that's who we need to talk to. Hunt. To turn in the flower petals.
Calfian scum aren't permitted here. Leave.
What'd that jackass just say?
Did you hear a cat screeching somewhere? You rat. How dare you?
Hunt,
Huh?
lower your voice. We have guests. Tell them to come again later.
We'll be here every day until you repay Bobby Lauren's debt.
You heard the lady. Get lost.
Hunt, is it? Listen up. The Lady Isabel's patience has worn thin.
I hope you're not from Calfian, are you?
Okay, so there's all kinds of storylines going on here. But what I want to do is go to the shop.
Put up with the Zion Merchant Guild's tyranny. No Serendian ever will.
Oh, no, exchange. Okay, down here. So the cherry blossom pot tin is required, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
A wandering adventurer? Then you can go. If you have any business with Grace, I'll let her know.
Okay, so I've got both of those.
Put up with the Zion Merchant Guild's tyranny. No Serendian ever will. The Valley Lily Inn is Heidel's most renowned inn and tavern.
Whatever. Okay.
Grace is the owner of this inn. Her very presence
So how do I
demands
turn
respect.
it in?
Put up with the Zion Merchant Guild's tyranny. No Serendian ever will.
Unwithering cherry blossom petals. That's what he needs, right?
I hope you're not from Calfion, are you?
Okay, well, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe I
Put up
just...
with the
No.
Zion Merchant Guild's tyranny. No Serendian ever will. Put up with the Zion
I'm not sure why
Merchant
that's...
Guild's
Okay,
tyranny. No
I'll have to
Serendian
come back and, see what's up with that. The other thing I want to do, though, and this... I know this will work out. Okay, I'm going to go down to the riverside. There's usually some kind of ferry guy. As in boat ferry. And that's where you register your ships, your watercraft, because I wouldn't call my raft a ship. Now this is the first time I've done this, and it actually didn't take quite as long to build as I expected. 'Cause I know in Vanguard, there was an MMO called Vanguard, it took forever to build a ship, so I never did. This one was fairly simple. Alright, so let's go to the ferry crossing keeper.
Hi, this is the Heidel
We
Ferry.
go to the wharf. See no mounts. I can register a ship. This is the one I want to register. So it's going to ask me a name. So I'm going to call it the... let's see. Are there any spaces? There is an underscore. How about 3 to 16? I of Neptune. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. Can't use the same letters more than 3 times. Interesting. I'll just call it Neptune for now. There it is. Okay, so now if I go to the wharf, I can have it taken out. Exit from there. There's the Neptune. How do I get to it? Do I have to swim? It should be this hard to get on your ship, you know? And then someone else is running right over mine. Okay, this is funny. Press R to mount. Boy, this is all working out so well, this episode. Okay, let me go back to the land. There we go, finally. Guess you have to be on it before you can mount it. There we go, this is my first travels on the water. This is awesome. I'm going to show you where I am. I'm here in this river. And the river circles around to go back up. This is Velia, where my hometown is. That's where I was going to put the boat in, but I had to come down here anyway, so... Anyway, so there's all kinds of places you can check out. Yep, so I'm going to go do some sailing. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it entertained you, because I didn't get my potted plant, and it took me forever to figure out the boat. Okay, we'll continue my Black Desert adventures and look forward to doing another video soon. Bye.